Hi, I'm Jack. We're about to head down to Charles Street and interview some more small business owners. Let's go.
My name's Jennifer Hill. I'm the owner of Blackstone's. I've been the third owner since 2006. Blackstone's has been around since 1982. Blackstone's now has a new neighbor. We have split our store into two stores, so we're Blackstone's on the one side and Kitchenware's on the other. And as with Blackstone's, when it opened in 1982, we've evolved over the years. There's still core things that Blackstone sells today that it was known for in 1982, and a lot of that has to do with Boston memorabilia, a lot locally referenced with the famous Boston Public Garden just down the sidewalk. We do a lot of Boston gifts still, a lot of local made products. Even though we've shrunk our footprint into 250 square feet, we still do what we have been for the last 10 years, 14 years. But now we have a whole new addition on the other side, Kitchenware's. And Kitchenware's is just as its name says, it's a kitchen store. You can see the knife wall behind me. We like knives.
Yeah. How's it been during the pandemic? Have you made any changes? So how's it been here at Blackstone?
Some of the changes were already being put into place before the whole pandemic happened. We needed to make the store big enough to absorb two stores into one. So it was actually fortuitous that this was in the works before the COVID hit, because we were making the store wide enough to still be comfortable for shoppers to come in. So that was one of the big things pre-pandemic that was beneficial during the pandemic.
Do you have a favorite item in the store, or what's your favorite thing that you sell?
Oh gosh. Well, two things. The wall you're standing behind, the wall of napkins.
Very nice.
Because people still like to entertain, even if it's Zoom calls or small social gatherings. I'm a big proponent of the environment, and the napkins I sell are very environmentally friendly. And then of course the wall behind me. I like a good sharp knife. A dull knife is definitely a dangerous one. So I got a whole new appreciation for sharp knives.
How do you think the business world on Beacon Hill will evolve and change?
I think Beacon Hill, I've always said one unique thing about Beacon Hill is it's a community. And I think it's that community that it's been what's helped it weather the storms, the business community that is, over just the last 15 years. We've already had one recession back in 2007 to 2010, and the neighborhood still came out and supported the local businesses. And we're still seeing that now. It's shifted. We have competition. Online is no longer just Amazon. It's been a platform many of us have had to jump on board with gusto during the pandemic. So I think we're finding the word community and balance happening.
Do you have an online presence, speaking of? Like, can people shop on your website and stuff?
Both stores always had a presence, but during the pandemic we put as much of our efforts into remodeling the store as we did to our online presence. So both websites are now churning a nice little revenue. Before the pandemic, because I've been here 16 years, it's been fun to watch the community of young people grow, and I've experienced it's like being part of a big family here for those people that have lived here their whole life. So those are probably some of the fun early moments. During the pandemic, I think it's been overall people's willingness to embrace what's happened and accept it. These aren't going away for a while.
Yeah.
And for the most part, most people have been accepting of the changes they've been required to do. Wearing a mask, sanitizing. They've been very understanding. They're always talking about how small business, the people put a lot of hours in. I do. It is a lot of work, but I do it because I love it. But I'm also enjoying the extra time off now.
What inspired you to work here? Why did you buy Blackstone's in the first place?
My parents had a business back when I was in high school. and I've always liked retail. I like people. And in order to do this job, you have to like people. And it's a very complex world. A lot of people think retail is easy. There's a lot of layers that go into running a business, and I love every little layer.
The holiday season is fast approaching, and so I'm headed to Beacon Hill Chocolates to get some chocolates for my family. Let's go.
Okay, my name is Paula Barth. I'm the owner of Beacon Hill Chocolates, which is located at 91 Charles Street, right in the heart of Beacon Hill, and we're a chocolate shop, a retail chocolate shop.
Great. So how has it been during the pandemic?
Well, that's a good question. We started to try and stay open back in March when things were starting to close little by little. We had opted to stay open, but then one of our employees got sick. Which was my manager, and I'm not saying that she had COVID because she tested for COVID and she was negative, but she had all the symptoms of it. We elected to close. It was the week of Easter week, and which was unfortunate for us and for all of our clients who wanted their Easter bunnies and Easter goodies for their children. So we closed down for about 4 or 5 weeks, right until right before Mother's Day, where we're reopened again for takeout only. Obviously, nobody could come in the shop at that point. It was takeout, curbside pickup. At those points, and then we've been open since Mother's Day week.
Are you online, and do retailers like Amazon affect your business at all?
Yes, we do have an online presence. We always did pre-COVID. We have a nice website. I hope you visited it. How is Amazon affecting us? I would say yes. Amazon affects everybody on every scale. But we do have a loyal book of business, people who really love our chocolates that you just can't get on Amazon. Luckily for us, we're not chocolates that are sold on Amazon. So we have a lot of truffles from around the world that I select and curate. So they're little small batches from small batch artists and chocolatiers that aren't on Amazon. So I have something unique, but Amazon, it's easy, it's free shipping. People, if they have a sweet tooth, they're going to go there as well.
Do you own Beacon Hill Chocolates?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I opened it in 2006, and because I love chocolate, I thought, where's the quickest, nearest chocolate shop? And there wasn't one. And I said, okay, I'm going to open it myself.
Great.
So I did. It was just a personal addiction that prompted me to have this little shop. But what I, sell and do gives a lot of people a lot of joy. It's a gifting business mostly. We celebrate birthdays, graduations. So I can just think of so many kids that have been very little that are now in college that I have been giving gifts to, not me personally, but their parents and their grandparents. So I see these kids grow up. I know their taste. They're milk chocolate, dark chocolate lovers. So that's very rewarding. I'm hoping that, things start to turn around. I'm very saddened by the condition of Beacon Hill right now, between the stores closing and the lack of foot traffic. I'm hoping that people will be able to survive that.
Right. What do you think is so special about being on Beacon Hill and being on Charles Street?
The community, the feeling of, attachment to history. It's a very historical neighbor. The beauty of it, the old world surroundings with the cobblestones and the gas lights and, all the old brownstones. It's a very charming little neighborhood. And the fact that you can be a resident and have all the commerce right at, that's why I had moved there. But I love Beacon Hill. That's what makes it special, is the people and the shops. And, being able to have a little bit of everything right at your fingertips.
I think I'll go for, oh man, they all look really good. I haven't decided. Why don't we go for let's go for the Kit Kat. Thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays.